Good day, everyone. So welcome back to my channel. This is Jobren, yours truly. So for today's, I'll be explaining to you another lesson in the subject of reading visual art. So this is our lesson number 4. So let's talk about painting. So I'll be talking about the meaning and importance of painting. So hopefully you will get something out of this very quick discussion. Okay, but before I'll do that, I would like to say thank you so much for supporting, for subscribing, for sending your likes and your comments. So please, if you like this video, please do subscribe to reach a lot of audience. Okay, so what is painting? So what comes into your mind when you hear the word painting? So painting, this is one of the fine arts that expresses your intrinsic values of man through your imagination, by the use of your perception, your feelings, your understanding, and your interpretation. So what is beautiful when you talk about painting is it helps you express your inner feelings. So as humans, we are experiencing a lot of different inner feelings. We have the sadness, the happiness, the fear, the anxiety, the turbulence, the chaos, anger. So we all experience things. So there are elements of painting. So the common elements of painting includes we have the subject, the medium, the line, the color, the texture, the volume, perspective, form, and style. So we have 9 elements of painting. And these elements are very important. Okay, so the history of painting is never ending. I know you are all familiar what is subject. This is what is the painting about. So the medium, we also have this refers to the materials being used by the painter. So the history of painting is never ending. So we enjoy painting because of its beauty. And they have lines, they have forms, the color, and the composition. And those elements of painting truly appeal to our senses and linger in our memories. So that's why for us to better appreciate the beauty of painting, so we should also learn the history of painting. So our enjoyment of art increases as we learn its history. So again, the history of painting is never ending. Why? Because as of today, we are still using or we are still creating new painting, new materials to be used for painting. And it's a good way of expressing our inner feelings. So there are many factors that have influenced the history of painting. We have the geography, the location, our religion, our national characteristic, for example, our values as Filipinos, the historic events, things that are happening, for example, in the Philippines, and the development of new material. So painting has mirrored the changing world and man's ideas about it. So painting is a reflection of what is happening to us now. It mirrored the changing world and man's ideas about it. So as time passes by, as we go on with our lives, painting is a sort of reflection to humans. So painting slowly progress through a different periods, right? We have these different periods. Number 1, the medieval Renaissance, the Mannerist, the Baroque, the Classic, Rococo, Neoclassic, and Romantic periods. Those different periods of painting, they are more focused on these different styles of painting. We have the realistic and naturalistic painting, impressionistic painting, expressionistic painting, and modern period. Different periods of painting, and we also have the different styles used in painting. So let's talk about the number 1 style of painting. We have the realistic and naturalistic painting. So again, when you talk about realistic and naturalistic painting, this is just a first-hand replica of what they actually see and feel. So, based on research, Filipino artists are very good in realistic painting. So one of the well-known painters in the Philippines, one of the realistic, naturalistic painters is Fernando Amorsolo. So again, we are known to be good in realistic painting because when you talk about realistic, it is real, what you actually see. So you will paint that one, you will what you actually see and feel, right? So it is a reflection of what you are seeing and feeling. It's natural. So it is a first-hand replica of what you actually see and feel. That is realistic and naturalistic painting. So number two style of painting is impressionistic painting. So when you talk about impressionistic painting, it portrays the effects of experience upon the consciousness of the artist and the audience. So when you talk about the effects of experience, so when you talk about expressionistic painting, if you are experiencing something, whether it is good or bad, so painters are also using impressionistic painting, the effects of their experiences, so that they can also express their inner feelings. So sometimes the impressionistic painting it is also show some features of vagueness, fleeting, and transitory. Because when you talk about the effects of experience, all our experiences is not permanent. It will change. Therefore, if you are experiencing bad thing, it will change. And if you are experiencing also change, that's why it is considered vagueness. It's not permanent. It is fleeting. It will change. And it goes on and on. So that's why that's the idea of impressionistic painting. When you talk about expressionistic painting, this type of painting, this shows some features of being brutal, harsh, introspective, and morbid. So the artist uses some free distortion of form and color through which he gives visual form to inner sensations or emotion. So expressionistic painting, so they are more focused with painting that is harsh, brutal, and just to express their inner sensations or emotions. Portrays defeat. So they are showing strong emotions. For expressionistic painters, they are showing strong emotions. So the fourth one is the modern painting. So this modern painting, this style of painting is considered dynamic and forceful. Dynamic because there is no subject. It is this is anchored into abstract painting. So if you are not familiar with the style of this painting, you are not able to get the main idea of the painting. So sometimes we have different perceptions. So sometimes when we look at it, we may not able to appreciate that one. So that's why modern art is anchored on abstract. So when you talk about abstract painting, it is free flowing. Whatever is in your mind, no, you are expressing that one. And there are two meanings of the verb abstract. So you talk about abstract, there are two meanings. So number one meaning is to take away, and the other is to synthesize. When you talk about to take away is to trying to escape from reality. You talk about synthesize is trying to combine everything. So trying to combine your feelings, just your emotions, your sensations into one. Okay, that is synthesize. Okay. So abstract expressionists of America are the most vigorous creative artists who developed a style of painting that was totally abstract and very free in form. Okay, so these paintings are very large, often big enough to cover the entire wall. Again, abstract painting, they paint without a subject at hand and they paint by chance. So the abstract expressionist has his own individuality. So for example, if I am an abstract expressionist, so I'm trying to anchor my paint into modern painting. I have my own style, I have my own individuality, and I'm using my own experience and emotion in the making of this painting. And sometimes the meaning of the painting is sometimes sacrificed, and the artists always think that the viewers of their paintings might just as well accept their work as visual experience. Since they don't have any subject, it's very free flowing. So sometimes for the audience, it's hard to comprehend, it's hard to get the meaning. But as an artist, if you are an abstract painter, so you will just let them see, and if you're able to get something out of your abstract painting, well, that's good, but they will just accept their work as a visual experience. So there are three other great and famous Filipino painters. We have Fernando Amorsolo. He is the father of Philippine painting, and Fernando Amorsolo is a realistic and naturalistic painting. So what he actually see and feel, he will paint. Number two is Juan Luna. He was a hero and known for his Espoliarium. So he's a famous hero, and he is an expressionistic Filipino painter. Expressionistic meaning he sometimes describe his painting into something harsh, brutal. Actually, the other painting of Juan Luna was featured by KMGS, no, and they finally found it. For it was lost for 100 years ago, but now they finally found it. No, it's a good way of preserving the painting of our very own Juan Luna. So number three is E. Aguilar Cruz. So that's Emilio Aguilar Cruz. He's also an expressionistic painter. So he was a former Philippine ambassador to the UNESCO in Paris in 1979. So if you can see, Juan Luna and E. Aguilar Cruz, they are both expressionistic painting. Why? So possibly they are also experiencing some hardship before, right? So they are trying to express their feelings through that way of painting. While Fernando Amorsolo, he is more into realistic and naturalistic painting. So whatever he sees and feel, he will paint. So he wants his painting to be natural, to be real to people, to humans. Okay, so that's the end of our discussion for painting. So I really hope that you are getting something out of this very quick discussion. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again for my next video blog for architecture. Thank you so much, and God bless you.